The sense of the characters they were portraying, but we tried to bring comics a little more into the real world. You know, I shouldn't really say this, but the chances are that possibly even you and I aren't perfect.
So do you remember when the store opened? Do you know?
Before my time.
Okay.
1987, though, we were Comic and Game Universe before we became Words and Pictures. We bought Words and Pictures and then just unified the name. I'm Jason Bishop, manager of Words and Pictures and host of the Invasion of the Remake podcast, celebrating its 10th year.
Do you remember when you started?
Yeah, I was just a young guy, come out of high school. There was a comic store in my neighborhood, and they knew, talking to me, that I knew my stuff, so eventually I just got hired.
I guess your hobby really influenced your kind of job choice when you were younger?
A lot, yeah. I actually wanted to be a comic book artist. This is where we keep our new releases. They come out every week, every Wednesday. It's been a tradition in the industry for a couple of decades now of new releases on Wednesday. Generally, when we come in, I'll look at our final order cutoffs and tweak those because things get added. And then I'll work on whatever's there. Sometimes I'm expecting new shipments, so I'll work on that, get those ready for our regular file customers who have subscriptions with us, and then get them ready for release on the next week, which is usually the Wednesday. And if I'm feeling really lazy, I'll just read a comic book. All sorts of cool stuff. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Question. Do you read manga?
A little bit. Not a lot. I haven't read any in years, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I might give Chainsaw Man a try. That one's, I like the anime, so I might give that a go. Heard somebody come in, so I gotta
Feel free to
let you guys cut there.
What's your relationship with your customers like? Do you have any like regulars?
Oh yeah, I've had customers who've been here longer than I have.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Like I've seen customers come in as kids and now they got kids of their own. Like anybody else, you make connections with certain people. Other ones, it's just business. But you know, they all love comic books, and that's something we all agree on when coming in. No matter what differences people have, you know, when you have a unified thing like that, it's really fun to be around.
Do you have any advice for people who want to get into comic books? I think it's like find it hard.
You know, I think a lot of people think it's hard. It's really not. They worry about continuity. They worry about trying to catch up. You're not going to get caught up. Don't worry about that. Like, talk to your local shop, find a book that's a one-book read, and start from there. Start with your interests.
Came up the other doing it with guys in Doom Patrol. So that's Flex Mentality, and he's actually a character from advertisement. So you know those old like commercials and comic books where it's like, mail this away and we'll send you a bodybuilding. Yeah. Right? He's that mascot. Bodybuilding. So he's able to rip out of the pages and break his dimension. And so every time he flexes a muscle, he can control different things in reality. His muscles control like reality. It's crazy.
And so if he flexes the wrong muscle,
Yeah. Or the right muscle. It's a good show.
I have appreciation for comic books for the storytelling aspect of it and the art aspect of it. I mean, there's some times where I'm drawn into the story of a good book, but the art's not very good. And then there are some just great artists. Like, I like Todd McFarlane's style, a Calgary boy, but he can't write to save his life. I will. And that's okay. I enjoy his art style. There's a reason why George Perez didn't do a ton of writing, although he was pretty good at it. John Byrne was one of those rare guys who could write and draw. But the beauty of comics is sometimes putting those two people together, or that team of people together. It's not just two people, it's a team of people that just get that formula right, where the art accompanies the story and each one is elevating the other.
I like that because that's a lot of why I like film. Is because when you get all these different people in their departments and they're working together to make it come alive. You know?
I feel the same way. I did the same thing. You know, it's the bunch of people doing their individual pieces and coming together with this whole and the final project. No matter what happened on set, whether it was good or bad, by the time you're done, the final project is gratifying. Yeah, and that's comics. You know, I'm sure they feel the same way.
So you said you wanted to be a comic book artist when you were younger?
Yeah, I didn't keep up with the art. I did a little bit film. I did a little art school, but it was always meant to a hobby. And as I got older, I realized I didn't want to do my hobby as a full-time job. The thing that I did is relaxation, suddenly becoming a business, and then it becomes pressure and you don't enjoy it as much. That was just my perspective of it. It was, I drew for me, nobody else.
Any closing words or sentiments on the comic book store, comic books?
Read, love, eat comic books. They'll sustain you forever.
Awesome. Okay. I think that's it.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
no problem.
Great answers. You covered everything I wanted to cover in this talk. Great insight. Thank you so much.
All right. No problem, guys.
Yeah.